the perfect space for them so that they can live and make memories with their families and friends. So, in going through them, I tried to be really good and to really do some research on what makes good design. And what I found in my research was a quote from Bunny Williams that said, "If you love something, it will work." And that's the only real rule. And that resonated with me, so I wanted to share that with you tonight. I'm excited to see many familiar faces here with us, and I'm very thrilled to see new faces with us tonight. So it's great that our event continues to grow, and I thank all of you here for that. We wouldn't have this event without the talented designers and architects, the fabulous sponsors who work closely with all of you in making your client's dream a reality. So at this time, I'd like to thank Westchester Home Design Awards sponsors. And they include Bellata Homes, California Closets, Consolidated Plumbing, East Hill Cabinetry, Gregory Sahajian and Son Awning, Majestic Kitchens and Bath, Marble America, Royal Green Appliance Center, and Top Drawer Custom Cabinetry. And I'd like to thank especially our presenting sponsor this year, Marvin and Integrity Windows and Doors. We'd also like to thank the Performing Arts Center for hosting the event, Dubrovnik Restaurant for the food and beverages this evening, Hal Prince for the music and entertainment, Captain Lawrence Brewing, and Peter Croupier for his photography. And now to the exciting part of the evening. Congratulations and best of luck to all of the finalists. And with that, I'd like to introduce our executive editor of Westchester Home, Jen Andrlik.
Hi, everyone. Hi, thanks for that. This is year number 4 for me. I'm sorry. Everybody keeps telling me how funny I am, and I really love that, but I don't think I'm funny, so I really hope I don't disappoint, and for some reason I'm more nervous about this year than I have been in past years, so we'll see how this goes, okay? We're all in it together. Some differences this year in me. I am not sleep deprived, so there's no excuses because my daughter is sleeping through the night 13 hours, and she's 19 months old now. I'm working on losing the baby weight, so give me some time. I have like 5 years. And I am not as cranky as I was probably last year, but I'm still cranky. That's just my personality. So we're going to start off the show. Thank you so much to everybody for coming. Congratulations to all the finalists at the top of the show here. Design and architecture can be found in every corner of the world and in everyone's lives. For instance, yesterday in my life, I was not only immersed in reviewing beautiful homes for consideration in our own magazine, but I was also building the Lord Garmadon Lego volcano layer with my son, who is 5 and is obsessed with Legos. To him, what we were building was award-worthy. He thought it was the most amazing thing ever. To me, it was a memory I will always hold dear, but knowing what real talent is out in the world, especially in our own backyard, I know that it is not award-worthy, especially with me putting it together. As in the past, this year we were overwhelmed with great talent. We had hundreds of entries to review, and the part that made the nominating committee and judges panel's job so difficult was the fact that the entries were all so excellent. You should all be proud of yourself for creating this amazing community that I consider myself lucky to be a part of. I want to take a minute of your time to explain how the finalists are chosen. All entries are anonymous when they are given to the nominating committee and the judges. The nominating committee narrows down all of the entries, and again, there are hundreds of them, to 2 to 4 finalists in each category, which is then passed on to the judges who choose the winners, which will be announced this evening. I want to take this moment to say thank you to those on the nominating committee, as it is a big job to go through all of those entries. Anna Mantini, our associate publisher, Nicole Pauly, an editor and creative consultant, and Helena Sabbath, our creative director at Westchester Home, and myself, because I can't give that big job to everybody and not do it myself. And to our judges, Denise Davies of D2 Interiors, Lindsay Coral Harper of Lindsay Coral Harper Interiors, Stacy Kunsel, co-owner and founder of Dune and Duchess, Margaret Mintz of Mintz and Partners, Inc., and Jana Platina Phipps, Westchester's very own trim queen. We do have a trim queen, and she's fabulous. And without further ado, let's start the show. It is my pleasure to bestow our first ever Lifetime Achievement Award on someone I greatly admire. Christopher Peacock started his career in London in the early 80s working at Terence Conran's furniture showroom. He accepted an offer to work in the U.S. and traveled to Boston to work as a designer at the Boston Design Center, then moved to New York to work as a kitchen designer at the A&D building. In 1992, he launched Christopher Peacock Cabinetry with a single kitchen display in a small store in Greenwich. And then I wrote a bunch of notes. Then he was asked to design a kitchen for the Kips Bay Decorator Show House. And if you were here, you got to see that fabulous kitchen, which was a huge trendsetter. Then he was opening up his next showroom, and he explains that he had a kitchen in the back of it, and he was quickly trying to decide what to do with it and decided to just paint it white. Paint it white, I'm going to put some cool hardware on it, and let's open this place. And as he said earlier, the painters were literally leaving the back door as the guests were coming in for the opening party, which I love. That white kitchen is the reason we all love white kitchens, and everybody wants a white kitchen. And that, to me, is historic. That's amazing. I mean, how many people can say they set a trend that big? So he has showrooms all over the U.S. now and Europe, with another one opening in Jakarta in the fall, which is also amazing. Christopher has always taken great pride in his brand and has a dedicated partnership with his design team, master carpenters, and decorative artists. Christopher has been invited to take part in the New York City Kips Bay Show House not once, but 7 times, among other prestigious designer show houses across the country. He has appeared on national TV, and his work is regularly featured in newspapers and magazines. He has designed rooms for high-profile clients, including President Bill Clinton and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Not only is he successful, but he is one of the nicest people I have had the pleasure of meeting. He gives back to several organizations, including Habitat for Humanity and the Open Door Shelter. Oh my gosh, guys, it's gonna be a long night. I didn't even have anything to drink. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming to the stage Christopher Peacock, the winner of our Lifetime Achievement Award.
I've got to give a speech. I'm 57, so the lifetime bit is kind of a bit concerning for me. Is this like, that's it? I'm done. I'm finished. Go home. That's the end of it. Because every day I wake up and think I've got so much I need to do and so many new ideas. And, I'm only as good as the job I did the day before. So the lifetime thing, it was kind of interesting and shocking to me. But what it did do, actually, is force me to look back a little bit on my career and all the people I've worked with and the highs and the lows and the journey. And it's pretty amazing, actually. I've been very fortunate and very lucky. I'm surrounded by amazing people who I work with every day, many of them who've worked with me for many, many years, which I think is a testament to them and me, that we all still like each other and get along. But also to all of you in the industry in general. It's a really cool business that we're all in. We get to travel, we get to be creative, we get to be the boss and do things the way we want to do them. We hopefully make some money along the way. And more than anything, I'm just thankful for the opportunity to do this every day. There's a lot worse things we could all be doing in life. And to see and be inspired by the amount of creativity and great ideas every day, it's just so refreshing. And that's why, for me, this lifetime thing is just, I can't get my head around it. There's so much more to do, and you inspire me and the people around us and our clients every day. So thank you very much. This is really I'm really appreciative of this. I've never had an award before, so this is kind of a cool thing. So thank you, and for those of you that I know a long time, it's been great to work with you, and I look forward to continuing working with you all. Thanks, guys.
Put it backstage for you. You don't have to hold on. You're going to stay up here with me because I need a partner in crime. And I apologize again. Okay, so first up, we are going to start with our Reader's Choice Awards. And every year, we offer a few of our most popular categories for the readers to actually vote on and choose the winners. So we're going to start with that. So the Reader's Choice Awards is sponsored by Marvin and Integrity Windows and Doors. This year we've included 5 categories, including whole home design, whole home architecture, living spaces, master suites, and pool houses. And without further ado, Chris is going to announce the winners, and we'd like you to just come up on stage and accept your award for this category, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
In my
Yes.
chicken scratch, sorry.
I won't get this wrong, I promise you. So, okay. The winner of the whole home design is Maria Lo Iacono. The winner of the whole home architecture is Eric Gartner. Come on down. The winner of living spaces is Maria Lo Iacono again. Good for her. The winner of master suites is Alexandra Amirian. And the winner of pool houses is Sean Jansky. Congratulations.
Okay, next we're going to be announcing the winners of the categories for those winners chosen by the judges themselves. The first category is apartment, loft, condo, and it's sponsored by Marvin and Integrity Windows and Doors. Just because you have a small space doesn't mean you shouldn't have big style, as seen by these apartments, lofts, and condos. The finalists are Andreas Massis, Stuart Reich, and Rosalia Kiss of Transform Home, Nancy Davelman of ND Interiors, Raymond Beeler and Tessa Marbeau of Galen Beeler Design Studio and Architects.
And we've got an envelope.
Hopefully we won't have a Warren Beatty moment.
Yes. Okay. And the winner is Nancy Davelman of ND Interiors.
Thank you to the nominating committee and the judges, and to Jen and her wonderful team at Westchester Home. I am thrilled to win this award. I'm a solo practitioner, but I did do this project with a great team. One of the people, actually several of the people are here tonight. So a lot of this apartment was done with the help of Sarah Robertson from Studio Dearborn, who did all of the beautiful bespoke cabinetry in the kitchen and in the bedroom and the bathroom. And also a shout out to my friends at Walker Zanger, who supplied all the beautiful stone that was done throughout the apartment. And to Marble America, who actually did the mosaics in the bathroom. So I have wonderful resources, and I'm just thrilled, and thank you all very much.
The next category is Best Closet, sponsored by Consolidated Plumbing. Some of these closets are as big and beautiful as some Manhattan apartments. They are all very different in style, but the one thing all of the finalists have in common is creative ways to make storage look stylish and be highly functional. The finalists are Andreas Massis, Stuart Reich, Rosalia Kiss of Transform Home, Carol Kurth, Christine Lent, and John Rapetti at Carol Kurth Architecture and Carol Kurth Interiors, Chris Reynolds of California Closets, and Jennifer Howard of JWH Designs.
Okay. Here we go again. And the winner is Jennifer Howard from JWH Designs. Congrats. Well done. Congratulations.
Thanks so much. Unfortunately, Jennifer isn't able to be here this week, but she is very honored. I'm passing along thanks to the committee and as well to the collaboration with Linda Talt. She was not only the client, but also an interior designer that was great to work with. So thanks so much.
The next category is Best Use of Color, which is sponsored by Bellotta Kitchens. Color can show itself in any area of your home. It can be used in grand ways and make a big statement, or in smaller touches throughout the design. As seen with this year's finalists, it can also be found in any room, including a laundry room and a powder room. And the finalists are Andreas Massis, Stuart Reich, and Rosalia Kiss of Transform Home, the Scarsdale Project from Claire Paquin of Clean Design Partners, and the Rye Project from Claire Paquin of Clean Design Partners.
Should I just build tension for
I
me?
know, you should. I like it. It's awkward. I like it.
Claire Paquin, Clean Design Partners, for the Rye Project.
Unfortunately, Claire cannot be here tonight, but we want to thank the nominating committee, the judges, and Westchester Home and all the sponsors for putting on this event tonight. We are truly humbled to be nominated against such great talent, and we are really grateful to get this award. Thank you.
The next category, moving right along, is Best Use of Small Space, sponsored by Royal Green Appliance Center. I really love this category because small spaces can be found in any home, no matter how big or small it is. I love that it pushes the designers and architects to make the most of the square footage they have, and like they say, sometimes the best things come in small packages. The finalists are Jacqueline A. Tyler of Tyler Architecture and Planning, Carol Kurth, Christine Lent, and John Rapetti of Carol Kurth Architecture and Carol Kurth Interiors, and Samantha Knapp of Tiger Lilies Greenwich.
Okay. And the winner of the best use of a small space, Carol Kurth, Christine Lent, and John Rapetti. Carol Kurth Architecture and Interiors. They're very happy.
Thank you, everyone. I have Sally Galandrias up here with me because actually she was very involved in this very small project that took an incredible amount of intense time and talent to accomplish for our client, who is off in Bali at the moment, but she's going to be thrilled. Anyway, I just want to thank the rest of my incredible team, because even though they were not directly involved, they're always involved in every aspect and know what's going on in the office. So a big shout out to my team that's out there: John Rapetti, Samantha Marino, Christine Lett, Tina Schwab, and Valerie Levine. So thank you all. We appreciate it.
The next category is Children's Room, sponsored by East Hill Cabinetry. This is another category that's dear to my heart because I have 2 little ones of my own. And just because kids can be messy and rowdy doesn't mean we should skimp on style for them, as seen by our finalists this year. The finalists are Scott Hirshon of Hirshon Architecture and Design, Tara Cantor of Tara Cantor Interiors, and Lisa Tessler of Link Interiors.
And the children's room goes to Tara Cantor from Tara Cantor Interiors.
Thank you so much, Jen and Westchester Home, who I owe so much to, and all of your support of me throughout the years. I'm so excited. I love this room. It was such a fun project. All kids' projects are so fun. And thank you very much. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Welcome. Congratulations. All right, the next category is Dining Room, sponsored by Bellotta Kitchens. The definition of what a dining room is has sort of morphed over the years. I think we can all agree. Is it formal? Is it casual? Is it just a gathering spot for family and friends? The finalists in this category this year are a mix of all of the above. And the finalists are Kim A. Mitchell of KAM Design, Shannon Murray of Shannon Murray Interiors, and Claire Paquin of Clean Design Partners.
And the winner is Kim Mitchell, KAM Design.
Thank you so much to Jen and her team and the nominating committee and the judges and Westchester Home. I have to first thank my husband who's here, who almost 12 years ago, when I told him I was going to quit my job and go back to school, actually smiled and said, go for it, because now I get to do what I love every day. So thank you just to be in the crowd with such amazing designers. I have to say that you know, in the United States, sort of there's such a plethora of designers in this area in Westchester, and so just to be in your crowd is really an honor. So thank you so much.
All right, the next category is Entry Hall, sponsored by Top Drawer. In many homes, the entry hall is your first chance to make a good first impression, so many may argue that it might be one of the most important rooms in your home. All of our finalists made a lasting impression on the nominating committee. I wrote this, and it's kind of cheesy, isn't it?
It's a little cheesy.
It's totally cheesy. I may have been sleep deprived when I wrote this, but I mean every word of it, I promise. The finalists are Mana Shora of Shora Architect, Scott Hirshon of Hirshon Architecture and Design, and Maria Loaiakano of Maria Loaiakano Interiors.
Okay. The winner for Best Entry Hall is Maria Loaiakano. Maria Loaiakano Interiors. Again. We should just do a little song and dance.
We could.
Hold on again.
Congratulations.
I just want to say that I'm so grateful to Westchester Magazine and the nominating committee for recognizing my work. And I feel so blessed and excited to be able to do the work that I do every day because it's such a joy to be in this industry. Thank you.
Their don't know if you remember, but a couple of years ago, for those of you who are here, Nancy Soriano, who's at West Elm now, asked everybody who won to dance across the stage. I'm tempted, but I'm not going to. Chris actually just said maybe we should do a song and dance, which is also tempting, but I don't know.
It's not happening.
It's not happening, yeah. It's not happening. Sorry, guys.
I didn't drink enough during
Yeah,
the break.
I didn't have anything to drink, and I'm all over the place already, so no.
But give me a couple, then I'll get going.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe the after party. Okay, so the next category is historical restoration, sponsored by Marvin and Integrity Windows and Doors. To take something old and important and make it look new and beautiful again is a tough task. You have so many rules and restrictions you have to follow, and sometimes it might feel like fitting a square peg in a round hole. However, as seen by these finalists, it can also become a satisfying masterpiece when it's complete. The finalists are the Pound Ridge Project by Carol Kurth of Carol Kurth Architecture and Carol Kurth Interiors, Christina Griffin of Christina Griffin Architect, and the Pleasantville Project by Carol Kurth of Carol Kurth Architecture and Carol Kurth Interiors.
Carol's got a lock on this thing, doesn't she?
A little bit.
And the winner is Carol Kurth Architecture and Carol Kurth Interiors.
Yeah, please do it. I wouldn't be disappointed.
Big stage.
It is.
Dance is good.
Most of it. Thank you so much. John, come on up here. Anyway, thank you so much to the Westchester Home magazine and the team and the judges. This is one of our favorite projects of all time, and I want to thank John Rapetti and others on my team. John is uber talented, has tremendous patience, and he's an integral part of the success of this particular project. And we have to thank our client who really let us be creative in this historic space and blend the modern with the historic. So thank you all, and we really appreciate the award.
We're about halfway through, if anybody's keeping track. The next category is landscaping, sponsored by Greg Sahajan and Son Awnings. Everyone caught the snow this week, right? What I wouldn't give for some warm weather and to be outside enjoying one of these landscapes. The finalists for landscaping are Sylvain Cote of Absolute Green Homes, Sean Jansky of Sean Jansky Landscape Architects, and Bana Shora of Shora Architect.
Bana Shora Architects. Congratulations.
Thank you. Hi, thank you everyone. Unfortunately, Bana could not be here tonight. It is great to love what you do and then get an award for it. Thank you.
The next category is library or home office, sponsored by
Excuse me.
California Closets.
Oh, thank God
I,
for
for
that.
one, would like to see them dance. Round of applause.
Let's do it.
I aim to please.
Cheers,
I was
everybody.
like, what is happening? We're like so off the rails tonight. Oh, cheers.
Just have a
Whatever.
drink.
It's
What
fine.
the hell?
I know.
Cheers, everyone.
You don't have to ask me twice. I'm also laughing at my writing, so I'm trying to get
working.
ahead of that. Okay, the next category is library or home office, sponsored by California Closets. I don't think I would get any work done in any of these home offices. I would just be admiring the handiwork of the finalists.
You've just had one sip.
I know. But it's because the writing is so bad. I just can't. Anyway, I'm sorry. I do mean these are beautiful. It's just very hard to come up with different ways of introducing each category every year. The finalists are Monica Kahn of Monica Kahn Design, Wendy Strauss of Strauss House Designs, and Claire Paquin of Clean Design Partners.
And the winner is Monica Kahn. Monica Kahn Design. Yay!
I'm so excited. Thank you, Westchester Home Magazine and the judges and nominating committee. And thank you to my family who came here tonight. My kids and my parents and my husband are all here too. And I'd like to thank the other people who were involved in this project, Aliceburg Parker Architects and Cum Laude Group Contracting. Thank you.
All right, the next category is Living Space, sponsored by Majestic Kitchens and Baths. Probably one of the most used rooms in any house. The living space can also mean many different things in any given home. It can be a family room, it can be an extension of the kitchen, a display for collections, a media room, it can be formal or informal. The finalists are Monica Kahn of Monica Kahn Design, Monica Kahn of Monica Kahn Design, and they're different projects, but they're both in the same town, so it's confusing, and Maria Loiacano of Maria Loiacano Interiors.
Monica, come on down again. Congratulations. This is for the Scarsdale project. Wine really is great, isn't it?
It's helping.
Totally chilled me out.
Yeah, it's helping. I'm sorry, I should have had you stay up.
Yeah, congrats again. Pleasure.
Thank you very much again.
All right. Master Suites is the next category, and it's sponsored by California Closets. Retreat and serene are the words I most often hear to describe Master Suites. The three finalists, or at least well-designed Master Suites, the three finalists this year are both of these things and more, and all very much in their own style. The finalists are Clara Paquin of Clean Design Partners, Alexandra Amirian of M&P Design Group, and Monica Kahn of Monica Kahn Design.
Could this be a three for three? Alexandra Amirian, M&P Design Group. Come on down.
Wow, these were not what I was expecting, so I have nothing prepared. Thank you to Westchester Magazine, to the nominating committee and the judges. To be in all of your guys' presence is pretty awesome, and I really just think it's so lucky to get to do what you love to do and to be recognized for it, so thank you.
The next category is Modern Architecture, sponsored by Marvin and Integrity Windows and Doors. Sleek and modern, both of our finalists are the epitome of contemporary architecture. The finalists are Eric Gartner of SPG Architects and Mariella Malizia of Swiss Contemporary Design.
Both look really cool.
Yes, I would live there. Totally.
And the winner for Best Modern Architecture is Eric Gardner, SPG Architects. Well done.
Thank you very much. I think doing architecture is something that, even though my name is associated with this, it's impossible to do it without a really great team of people around me, and those people know who they are. So I just want to thank all of them, including my client, and thank you all at Westchester Home.
All right, the next category is Modern Baths, sponsored by Consolidated Plumbing. These modern baths could not be more different from one another, but they all have one thing in common: sleek lines. The finalists are Carol Kurth of Carol Kurth Architecture and Carol Kurth Interiors, Rita Garce of Bellata Kitchens and Scott Hershon of Hershon Architecture and Design, and Maria Loiacano of Maria Loiacano Interiors.
And the winner is, oh, cool, my friends at Bellata, Best Modern Bath, Rita Garces. And Scott Hershon. Scott Hershon and Rita Garces.
Wow, so this is really exciting. So I have to say that I'm really blessed to be able to do what I love every day and to be part of a great team with Scott and to have the trust of clients to give their dreams into our hands for us to make reality.
Well said. I want to thank Rita for sharing those words and, of course, for leading my firm and our client to this wonderful product. The goal was to create the serene spa bath, and Rita knew exactly how to get it done with the cabinets, and it was a spectacular setting. It is definitely a clothing optional bathroom, but it's in the trees, and it's quite beautiful, and Rita made it that way with us. So thank you, everybody. Thank you.
And unfortunately, we don't get to use the tub.
The next category is Modern Kitchens, sponsored by Marble America. Our two kitchen categories get bigger and better every single year. They are by far the two largest and most competitive categories in the design awards, and I never get enough of kitchens. I love seeing what you as the professionals come up with as new designs and the way you use materials, and these 4 modern kitchens are perfect examples of that. And any one of you can come to my kitchen next year when I got it. You too.
Sure.
You are actually down the street from my house. Did you know that?
I didn't.
You are. Your headquarters is.
Can I get you more wine?
No, not yet. The finalists are Shannon Murray of Shannon Murray Interiors, Ned and Cindy Stoll of Stoll & Stoll Architects and Sarah Robertson of Studio Dearborn, Paula Greer of Bellata Kitchens, and Nancy Davelman of ND Interiors and Sarah Robertson of Studio Dearborn.
Okay. Best Modern Kitchen. Ned and Cindy Stoll from Stoll & Stoll Architects and Sarah Robertson from Studio Dearborn.
I just want to say thank you so much, nominating committee and the judges. This is so exciting. I just want to share a funny anecdote. When I first met this client, she called me out of the blue. She'd found me on House,
And she called me out to look at the project, and it was this. Actually, initially I said no, it was in Briarcliff. I said no, it's too far. She's like, you really need to come see it. So I came out to see it, and she was pointing and saying, don't like this, don't like that, don't like this, but really we're just going to redo the kitchen. And she said, Sarah, I want you to do everything. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give you Ned's number. You call him.
I'm Ned. She did. She called. And we had a wonderful collaboration with Sarah. And want to also make a shout out to Cindy Stoll, who's the brains of the operation here. But it was a delightful transformation of a 80s thing into that and all. But thank you to you all, and thank you to you all at Westchester Home for celebrating the work of this hardworking community. Thank you so much.
And the next category is mudroom, sponsored by East Hill Cabinetry. I love a good mudroom, probably because it takes my two loves and puts them into one room, organization and design. The finalists are Scott Hirshon of Hirshon Architecture and Design, Laura Michelle of Laura Michelle Interiors, and Wendy Strauss of Strauss House Designs.
Scott Hirshon, Hirshon Architecture and Design. Again. Done again.
I want to thank the judges and all of my fellow nominees in this category. Much like an anecdote, this was actually a short story in the sense that this was a client who had returned to us in their third home, and this was probably one of the most challenging parts of the project. As one can imagine, this mudroom went through infinite iterations, and to that point I want to thank the whole team, my entire design team, our general contractor, and all of our vendors who worked with us to realize this vision. And I also want to thank my client for challenging our opinions and arriving at a wonderful middle ground. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Excuse us for a second.
Excuse us, we're just...
I drank all mine. So we're getting closer, just so you know. I used to teach ballet, so I'm just trying to decide which type of dance I'm going to pull out here.
Not one that involves me.
The one I'm thinking is really embarrassing, so that may not happen, and it doesn't involve you. You're welcome.
Good.
The next category is Pool House, sponsored by Greg Sahajian and Son Awnings. Many of the entries for this category are stunning enough they could be a main home in many areas of the country. I would gladly live in any one of them. The finalists are Bana Shora of Shora Architect, Mariella Malizia of Swiss Contemporary Design, and Sean Jansky of Sean Jansky Landscape Architect.
And the winner is Mariella Malizia, Swiss Contemporary Design.
Thank you for this award. As you can see, we love and truly believe in modern architecture, and I brought this passion with me from Switzerland, and I was fortunate enough to find a Polish builder that makes all my dreams possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for this award. Actually, I've been in construction I'm an engineer also. I've been in construction for close to 20 years. Started doing a little more traditional stuff, but then Mariella converted me a little bit to the other side too, so you'll see a lot more of that from me. Thank you very much.
The next category is powder room, and it's sponsored by Majestic Kitchens and Baths. Powder rooms are another example of the best things coming in small packages sometimes. You can have fun with them and make a big impact. You can spend a little bit more on wallpaper, decorative tiles, and stone, and really make a statement. And that's what all of these finalists did. The finalists are Carol Kurth of Carol Kurth Architecture and Carol Kurth Interiors, Barrett Oswald of Barrett Oswald Designs, and Lisa Tesler of Link Interiors ×2. Again, same town, confusing.
Best powder room, Lisa Tesler, Link Interiors, for the Scarsdale project.
Lisa could not be here tonight, so we were happy to accept the award on her behalf, and we'll make sure she gets it. The next category is specialty room, sponsored by Top Drawer. I think this category is a lot of fun because the sky is really the limit. You never know what room you're going to get, but you know they're going to be beautifully designed. The finalists are Daniel Cantelmo of Daniel Cantelmo Architects, Scott Hirshon of Hirshon Architecture and Design, and Shannon Murray of Shannon Murray Interiors.
It's a cool pool table.
Isn't it?
And the winner is, for Best Specialty Room, Shannon Murray Interiors.
Okay. I thought you were leaving. I was like, oh no.
I'm not Shannon. She couldn't be here tonight. I know she's very proud and honored to accept the award. Thank you very much.
The next category is traditional baths, sponsored by Marble America. These traditional style baths are also serene and a welcomed retreat for their owners. And as seen by these finalists, traditional does not mean boring, not even a little bit. The finalists are Jason Landau of Amazing Spaces, Daniel Cantelmo of Daniel Cantelmo Architects, John Case Adams of John Case Adams Architect, and Sarah Robertson of Studio Dearborn.
And the winner for Best Traditional Bath, Daniel Cantelmo Architects.
Thank you to Westchester Home Magazine for making us all feel like winners again. This was an interesting project because it's in a unique setting where it's on a 10-acre lot that has a pond view, and that's what this bathtub is looking out onto. The interior was a collaboration between my firm and the homeowner herself, who I thought did a great job coordinating with us. And I particularly liked it because it has a combination of tradition and the clear glass of the shower and the tile that was selected. So it was a unique combination. And we're very happy to receive this award. Thank you very much.
The next category is Traditional Kitchen, sponsored by Royal Green Appliance Center. Traditional is defined as existing or as part of a tradition long established. These kitchens are traditional in style, but not in the fact that they follow anything that came before them. They are unique all in their own. The finalists are Sarah Robertson of Studio Dearborn, Elena Frampton of Frampton Co., and Sarah Robertson of Studio Dearborn. Again, same town. Confusing, but ×2.
Best Traditional Kitchen, Sarah Robertson, Studio Dearborn for the Mamaroneck project.
for the wine. Thank you so much. This is such an exciting award. This is actually my kitchen, and it was 7 years in the works, and I think Jacqueline Tyler, our architect, was working on it for at least 4 of those years, and then the years before that I was working on my husband to convince him that we needed to redo the kitchen, so that it took about 6.5 years, only about 6 months of planning. But thank you so much, and I just want to thank you, Jen and Westchester Home, for putting on this great event. Thank you.
I didn't know it was your kitchen. No, we talked about it. Okay, these are the last 2 categories of the evening, and what I feel are the equivalent of the Best Picture at the Oscars, kind of, sort of. Whole Home Architecture is sponsored by Marvin and Integrity Windows and Doors. The 3 homes in this category could not be more different from one another, and yet they all have one thing in common. They're beautifully built. The finalists are Mariella Malizia of Swiss Contemporary Design, Eric A. Gartner of SPG Architects, and Christina Griffin of Christina Griffin Architects.
Best Whole Home Architecture goes to Eric Gardner, SPG Architects. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much again. In a region with so many really, truly great houses, it's really a big honor to receive this award tonight for Best Whole Home Architecture, right? So thank you very much.
Last category of the evening is Whole Home Design, sponsored by Marvin and Integrity Windows and Doors. So this category brings sort of all of the elements together. It also marks the end of our awards and denotes whether I went over my time or not and whether I'll be asked back to do it again next year. The finalists are Scott Hirshon of Hirshon Architecture and Design, Maria Loayacano of Maria Loayacano Interiors, Monica Kahn of Monica Kahn Design, and Scott Hirshon of Hirshon Architecture and Design. So that's times 2.
So this is the big one.
This is the big one.
Should we have a glass of another drink of wine?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I'm always up for another drink of wine. Cheers.
Here's to all the winners, by the way.
Congratulations.
Hold on a minute. Sorry. It's pretty good. How are we doing?
Guys, I'm like the queen of chugging. I'm from Czech country, so I feel like I could totally do that.
The winner of the Best Whole Home Design goes to Monica Kahn. Well done.
Thank you so much, Westchester Home. This is truly such an honor, and I'm so excited to be here, and especially amongst such talented people here tonight. So thank you again.
So congratulations to all the winners. I want to take just another moment to thank our sponsors again. The presenting sponsor, Marvin and Integrity Windows and Doors, a special thanks to them, and our event sponsors, Bellata Kitchens, California Closets, Consolidated Plumbing, East Hill Cabinetry, Gregory Sahajian and Son Awnings, Majestic Kitchens and Bath, Marble America Corporation, Royal Green Appliance Center, and Top Drawer Custom Cabinetry. This night would not be possible with all of you, and we really appreciate it. I also want to thank the Performing Arts Center for having us, Dubrovnik Restaurant, Hal Prince Music and Entertainment, Captain Lawrence Brewing Company, and Peter Krippenny for his photography service. And last but not least, it is never too early to enter next year's design awards. I want to have a heart-to-heart with you all. I don't know why, but every year I say the same thing. I open this up, I give you the URL, I email you the URL. It's in my signature when I email you saying, oh my God, please enter for the next 9 months. And then for some reason, you all love me or hate me so much that you wait until the week it is due. Sometimes the night before it is due, and you are emailing me when I am giving my children a bath saying, is it too late? Can I enter? Just enter now, please. Or in the next several months, please. Please, I beg of you for my blood pressure, please. So you have until November 13th at 11:59 p.m. That's wrong. It's the 13th. That's wrong. That was last year's due date. It's November 13th at 11:59, and you can quote me on that and remind me that I have it in writing. It's fine. It's November 13th at 11:59 p.m. And you can go to this URL, or just go to westchestermagazine.com/home. It will all be there, and please just enter. I would love for you to do that. Also, this year, what's different is I'm not having you upload photos to our site. You're going to send a Dropbox link, because that's what a lot of you ended up doing anyway, and that's fine. So we're just going to simplify it, but if you have any questions, I'm always here for you. You can always email me, you can always call me, whatever. The next thing I have to say is I would like all of the winners after I'm done here to please come up on stage, because we're going to get a group photo this year, which we haven't done in the past. And that's it. I want to thank everyone for coming. I want everyone to have a great rest of the evening, and hopefully I will see you all again next year, if not sooner.
Good job.
Good job.
Well
Thank
done.
you. I don't know